The best way to not get too hurt when you're dating is to assume that the person that you're dating is still or already dating someone else while they're dating you. Me and one of my friends, we have like some of the best conversations ever, and like how we gonna be relationship gurus but not in a relationship. I don't know, but we are. Okay, we holding that title right now. But like the thing is, you gotta almost kind of like look at it as a competition in a way, that you might actually be competing with someone else, because when you're dating someone, and they're single, of course, not dating someone in a relationship, but when you're dating someone and they're single, it's like other people like them too. Probably a lot of other people like them too. And you yourself, like, you might be dating other people also, but like my friend, she says that like, oh, you should let them know up front that like you dating other people. But I think me and her kind of become in a disagreement with that, because when you dating someone, a lot of people are not going to take that as, oh, you're just dating them. Some people are going to take that as you're fucking them also, because a lot of time what comes with dating, trying out the goods. You gotta try out. Look at me, you already know which one I am. You gotta try out the goods. No, but like, yeah, like people try out the goods. So, and that comes like during the dating phase. I'll say the majority of people from my experience that I know, during that dating phase, y'all trying out the goods with each other. So it's kind of hard to like date and then like know that the person that you're dating is also going out on dates with other people, and also like, and then again, other stuff comes with it, hugging up with them, going back to their place for drinks, cuddling. Like, some people find that stuff sacred, and if they're dating someone, they don't want them doing all of that stuff, with another person. And then, and it's kind of like knowingly. So, and then in the person's head, like, let's say a guy's dating a girl, she say, oh, I'm dating other people. And then, the guy kind of like wants her, undivided attention, and he's doing everything he can. And then, some days, whether she's like not doing anything at all, or whether she's like on a date with another guy, or, out doing stuff with another guy, that's gonna cross that guy's mind. And and if he's not like me, where I'm super nonchalant, so I know a lot of people aren't like that, a lot of guys aren't like that. But when it comes to his head that, oh shit, like, she not asking for me, so she probably like with that other guy, and they're doing stuff, probably the same stuff that you were just doing with her the night before. It's a possibility, like, it's a real possibility. But, and like some guys can't handle that. Definitely, like, some girls can't handle that either. People just can't handle the fact that, that you might be doing the same thing with another guy or with another girl the next day. So it's tough, when it comes to dating. But, if you can get yourself in the mindset that that person is already dating someone else, and that includes everything that I just said, you just gotta be okay with that. And you have to be safe, and you have, and I mean like bodily safe also. You have to be safe with your body. If you think the person might possibly be giving themselves to somebody else, and then just ask. A lot of people, and some people like might not even be okay with giving you that information, and then you got to make that choice if you're gonna be safe, or or you're gonna be like unsafe with that person, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, and some people actually just can't handle that. Like, they like, oh, like, it's kind of a deal breaker if you're not just like dating them, if you're not giving them your undivided attention. That's understandable. Like, that's completely okay. But the other person, you have to tell them, and they have to be okay with that, with not giving their attention to someone else also. And then on top of that, like, if they lie, then you know that they're liars, and like, being a liar is a deal breaker. You already know that's not the person for you, because that person is a liar. So it's a lot to take into consideration when you're dating, and it's a lot to talk about when you're dating. And I think our poorest like feature as human beings is our communication. And sometimes it's not even the fact that we can't communicate, is that we communicate in different ways, and the fact that the other gender doesn't understand how we communicate. So it's like important to understand how other people communicate too. Maybe someone can't say it out loud. Maybe they have to write it down and have you read it. There are options to communicate, but when you blatantly ask a question and someone blatantly don't want to tell you, that's another story. That's just them not wanting to communicate, and that's where a lot of issues come in, is where people don't want to communicate. So I say that to say this, like, just keep dating, and you know what makes you feel comfortable and what will keep you like interested in that person during a dating phase. And if you know that they're, if you have that thought that they're gonna be like with other people and you're not comfortable with that, you have to tell them, and then y'all can figure out what to do from there. Either you part ways or you keep going and just exclusively like date each other, and to see if it works out. And if it doesn't, oh well, and then just have that conversation. It's pretty tough, but you have to communicate. And I even tell like girls that I date, like, I assume that you're already like dating someone else. Like, that conversation usually comes up probably around like the second date. Most of the time they don't make it to the third because they piece of shit. But like, usually the topic usually comes up around the second date, and it's like, I just assume that you're like dating other people, whether you are or whether you aren't. I assume that, and then that's where the conversation comes. If you two are going to be like messing with each other exclusively, or if it's still going to be open to other people. And then again, like, it's still, even if you have that conversation, there's still a possibility that they can lie. I've dealt with people who was like, oh yeah, like I don't want you with anybody else, but then I end up like literally catching them with someone else, like, on a date. That shit was funny. I caught like this girl I was dating. I caught on a date with another dude, like at what do you call it? Like at one of those like pop-up carnivals or whatever. And it was like complete. It was crazy because I love stuff like that. And I think we were texting that day also, and she was like, yeah, I was like, oh, like, what are you up to today? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm just trying to like find something to do, like go out somewhere, blah blah. And then like next thing you know, like I end up going to the carnival, and she ended up there too. So I just like walked right past him. I look like, and then like I kept going, but like, and that was just like from our second date, which is fine, that she was out with someone else. But the fact that she lied, because the talk that we had before, she said that she wanted us to like date exclusively and not date anybody else, and not like divide our attention between other people. So I have a lot of good stories like that. So I'll tell y'all more, but let me know what y'all think about dating and y'all dating experience. Comment, let me know. I'm interested.